I typed in false awakening in Google, and this is what I got. It's not what I was looking for. But there is a medical term called false awakening too. And it goes like this. A false awakening refers to the strange experience of waking up when you actually remain asleep. It can involve vivid, realistic images that leave you feeling anxious and confused. Some people also experience nested dreams, or more than one false awakening on the same occasion. So, this is something physical, right? It seems like you are waking up, but you're really still sleeping. Now, what I was aiming to is something spiritual, but there's also a physical counterpart of it. Now, just like in the physical counterpart, when you are asleep, and this as if you're about to wake up, because you are on your way of waking up, but you're still sleeping. So it is right when you're about to wake up, but you fall asleep again, but you think you're waking up. A similar thing happens in the spiritual realm with a lot of folks. You have a lot of false awakenings going on out there. Now, let me talk about the USA situation now, because I've spoken about USA today also in a live stream. Look, when I see Dylan Roof, who shot many elderly people in a black church, and he was arrested safely by police officers. I see other white supremacists who commit horrible crimes, who were armed, and the police managed just to de-escalate them and to arrest them, and they are in custody or they're in prison right now. And they're saying there are even serial offenders who received the death penalty, but even decades after the conviction, they're still alive on death row. And yet, the same amount of police force cannot handle black people who are unarmed. I don't talk about those who had arms, because even if they had arms, as a police, you are trained to de-escalate situations. You shoot someone in the foot, in the leg, wherever, weakening them, and then you take them in. But hold on. When it came to white offenders, they often don't even shoot, but they manage to de-escalate them and bring them in. But a lot of unarmed black folks were just killed. When that happens in a country, I don't want to see anyone trying to justify some of those cases where I think, it may have been justified that the police killed that black man. No. If that same police force has the ability to take in white offenders who were armed with political and racial motives, then why were they not able to deal with unarmed black folks? Come on now. But then people say, yeah, but that guy had a history in criminality or used to have a past in porn or whatever. I don't care. That's not what it's about. But you have a lot of those black groups in the United States who seem to wake up, but are actually still in darkness. Because they say things as, well, I don't care what other people think about me. Well, I'm against racism, but in this case, the police officer was right with killing a black individual because he was out of line, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Are you going to say the same about Hispanics and Asians or Jews who were shot by police? No, they wouldn't do that, because they would get a lot of backlash from those other communities. But they dare to say it about their own black people. Yet they claim that special revelation from the Heavenly Father saying that we need to act in line, and when we act in line, things will go better. Hold on. Those unarmed black folks, many of them acted in line. Some of them went to school, some were in the military. So those that were not into criminality, those that were not into compromised situations, that were killed, and they were unarmed. Are you going to tell me that happened to them because they weren't in line with your teachings? So this is actually blaming the victim. So you have those false black awakenings going on in which people think that they are enlightened and they're improving, but are actually brought back into chains. Listen, whether someone is guilty or not, nobody is entitled to just escalate because someone is guilty. And if there's the same amount of people that are guilty of a different skin color and they treat far better and most of them survive, then how come that you have people of which you're not even sure if they're guilty or not, and they die? And then you have black groups come out saying, yeah, but if we as black folks would just, no. If you would use that logic, then you might as well justify the Holocaust also, saying if those white Jews would have just behaved properly and then angered the German people, they would have been better. But if you would apply the same logic to the white Jews, you would be called an anti-Semite. You'd be banned. So listen, I want you to beware of false black awakenings. Beware of them. It may appear as if you're learning. They may give you historical knowledge. They may even expose you to white supremacy. But at the same time, they are enabling white supremacy by blaming the victim, by pretending as if you just behave well, nobody can harm you. I'm sorry, in what type of world they grew up in? The little children being raped and molested. So are you telling me that those children worldwide were raped and molested, that it's because they were out of line that it happened to them? So in that case, you're telling me that the rapist should go free. No. Beware of false awakenings amongst black people. Beware of them. Satan is not just going to allow blacks to awaken and do the will of the Heavenly Father. The demons are causing false awakenings to keep as many blacks as possible as the world's victims. Because demons need this pyramid scheme of white supremacy to continue. So they need to have blacks as assigned victims. So now that blacks are awakening en masse, demons are coming with false awakenings to keep as many blacks as possible as victims of white supremacy. Because the demons don't want this white supremacist thing to collapse, because this is what they rely on to get their energetic supply of mankind. This is all demons have. So, that's why I don't care if someone calls themselves a prophet or an apostle, or if they are themselves a Hebrew Israelite or a true believer or whatever. I don't care if they are speaking in tongues and all of that. If what they're telling you is hinting to you, blame the victim and blame yourself for being targeted, then they are sent by Satan. They are sent by Satan to put you back in a position where you can easily be victimized. Beware. Be at peace.